So there's a very specific amount for these too. Same thing with auto, emergency, and vacation. They have particular savings goals, like a dollar amount to reach. And how I did the math was I took the goal that I need to reach for auto emergency is $1,000. That's my goal, and it currently has $564.92. That means I need to contribute a total of $435. There's actually 10 paydays. That's $43, right? $43 per payday. Hi everybody, thanks for clicking on this video and welcome to my savings, budgeting, and YouTube journey. Today I'm going to show you my new 2025 cheat sheet. So a cheat sheet is something that I made maybe about two years ago. It's just a breakdown of the bills that I have and the savings that I want to save for every single payday. This is an easy way for me to look at it every single time that I get paid, so I know what bills are due when, and I also kind of even out bills so that I'm paying about the same amount every pay period. It just makes it a lot easier to budget. So that's what I'm going to show you guys today. And then I'll come in on a later date and give you my pre-payday prep once I know exactly how much my paycheck is going to be. And I will show you where I plan to put everything based on the cheat sheet. This month, my plan was to kind of get ready for 2025. I have decided to throw in a couple break months throughout the year so that I just have some time to let my money be my money for a while, and also to plan the upcoming 3 months for my financial goals and my personal goals. So I set up my 2025 cheat sheet, and I do have another video to show you how to make your own, so you can go ahead and check that one out. All right, so here is my 2025 cheat sheet. So far, things might change, but this is my idea for now. My Genesis era will last me from January 13th all the way through May 4th. So at the end, that last month is going to be a break month where I do things a little bit differently with my budget, and I'll show you at the very end what that break month is going to consist of. December, that I'm in right now, is also a break month. First thing that's going to come out is my autosave. So my autosave used to be a total of $175. That's going to be changing next year. So I want to do a little bit more with my savings and with my cash. So I feel like if I don't restrict myself to a certain amount of savings, I can actually save more. That's the plan. But we'll see. Auto savings is one that comes out first. So in the very beginning, before the check even hits my bank account, that goes to an automatic savings account. So I will have to update this with work or with SoFi, whatever I decide. So I will do that before the beginning of the year. I'm going to incorporate this new cheat sheet into the next pay period. So when I do my pre-payday prep, you'll see this in action as well. Second thing is my fixed expenses. So fixed expenses is getting a little bit of an update. A couple things have changed. Mostly everything is the same. The only thing that changed is I'm going to be giving student loan a little bit more. So student loan is going to be up to $40. Discovery is paid off right now. So the only thing that's going to go to is my daughter's clothing sinking fund. So we'll put $26 in there. And the mortgage, I'm not splitting the mortgage up evenly anymore. It's going to be separated a little bit differently. And that was just so that I could get a few more things in there. And also, I'm going to be putting a $20 bill buffer into my budget. And that is because I am looking into automating this back again. Because it used to be automated that $700 and whatever dollars went to my bill account automatically on payday, so that I didn't have to worry about the transfers. And I want to go back to that, because trying to transfer it through my bank accounts on different, on payday, all these different bank accounts, it takes longer. But if I was to deposit it directly to that account, it'll already be there on payday. So I'm going to go back to doing that. So the bills amount to $710, but I'm putting 20 extra in there just to build that buffer. Right now, the bill account, thanks to my spending the past 2 weeks, so we're at the day before payday now, there was still money in there. So the bill buffer has $100 in that account, and the main account also has $100 buffer. So I'm leaving those in there. That's just in case I forget about a bill or pay too much on one or something comes out early. It'll be a cushion of $100. So I'm going to build that up more and more throughout the year with the $20 every pay period. So payday B, that's all the same. The only thing that I've added is the instant ink. So that's for ink when I want to print things for my planner or for to show you guys, etc., etc. Investing is in there at $8. And this is really just so that I could make these two the same, just so that it's even every time that automatic deposit goes in for the bill account. All right, so investing is $8. It's just something small. I took out allowance. Allowance is no longer in the fixed expenses, and that is because my daughter wanted to do cash because she wants to go back to doing her cash envelopes. So that's going to be in the cash envelopes section of this. Okay, next thing is my semi-annuals. So I decided, this has changed just a little bit, decided to pay things a month ahead. So like for instance, March, April life insurance is due. I'm going to pay that in February. Wait a second. In March, my water bill is due. So I'm going to pay that in February, right? Because if it's due at the very beginning of March, I want to make sure that that's in February's budget. Right? That was a mistake that I made this year that I'm not going to make next year. Like here again, April has $12 life insurance, but that's due on the 1st, which will probably fall under March's budget, so on and so forth. Only thing that's right on the month is October, the ring subscription, because I know that's in the middle of October. So I can find a way to pay that with October's. And plus there's 2 on the other ends. October, we'll figure it out. All right, then we have cash envelopes and variable expenses. My variable expenses are still grocery and gas. Those are exactly the same. That amount is working. We're going to keep it at that amount. Actually, I spent a lot less in grocery, which is why I was able to build the buffer in the bank accounts, which was great. Yay, confetti. That never happens. But so I think I found a magic number that it's not too much and not too little. So that's working for groceries. Cash envelopes. So now allowance is in there. That's a change. Allowance is now, I'm going to be pulling that out in cash and putting it in my wallet until it's time to give it out to my daughter, which will probably be that same day. She just goes to the bank with me. I'll probably just give it right to her, as long as she's earned it, of course. And then a change that I made here, I used to have a personal envelope, and I'm changing that now. So now I'm going to have an essential envelope. So that's for things that we're out and about and we know that we need it for the house or something that's a need. It's an essential. We need it. We got to get it. It's something we need. I don't know how else to explain it, but that's what that's going to be for. So something for the house, that's for both of us. Shopping, that is just for things that we don't need. So $40 budget for things that we don't need, $40 budget for things that we need, instead of having $100 just for personal, because I ended up spending that on both of us anyway, or things we needed to the house anyway. So now I just cut it down a little bit. So $40 in each of those. Dining is going to get $75 for dining out for the 2 weeks. Essentials, that only brings that down to $20 every 2 weeks. Dining out, usually it's a little bit more expensive. That allows us to dine out probably twice. Entertainment is going to get $20, and that's, I have had it at $20 for a while now just because we have family fun if we have any special events, but $20 is definitely enough for now. Especially in the wintertime, there's not much to do, so we do most of the things at home, crafts and stuff. Miscellaneous, $15, that stays exactly the same. So total cash envelopes, I believe this is $210. For some reason, I didn't write that. Yeah, it's $210, which is for $20 a month. All right, that's cash envelopes. All right, next thing we have is the Always Fund. Now, I don't know if I would have had a chance to throw up the binder video yet, but if I did record that, you'll know that I brought back the Always Fund. So the Always Fund is an orange binder that I have here that I had at one point for a while, where I was putting a certain amount into every envelope that was in here every time I got paid. So I called it the Always Fund because every time I got paid, all of these always got some money. That was my kind of priority envelope, but the difference between that and priority is that every time it always gets some fun for all the envelopes in there. So next, here's what we have in the envelopes. We have pet and health, and kids are going back to the Always Fund. I'm not going to carry those around with me day to day. I'll show you something else that I have in my wallet now. Yeah, so I'll show you something else. So those are now going into the Always Fund. They will still get money every time, but I won't carry those around with me because I don't use them every single time I'm out and about. Usually when I have to get something for pet or health or for her, I know ahead of time and I can put that in my wallet either in the morning, or I can come back home for it if I absolutely need it. But I use these very little. Her clothes is going to get $30 every month. Senior year, graduation, those two are priorities. So I did write out at the bottom, I'll show you how much I need to get to the goals for each of these. So there's a very specific amount for these too. Same thing with auto, emergency, and vacation. They have particular savings goals, like a dollar amount to reach. And how I did the math was I took the goal that I need to reach for auto emergency is $1,000. That's my goal, and it currently has $564.92 because I did have to spend some money out of it. Unfortunately, I had to get a tire, so I have to remember to write that down. That means I need to contribute. There's actually 10 paydays. That's $43, right? $43 per payday. Because there's 10 paydays, because I'm going to include the last 2 paydays in December. All right, and we're rounding it up to $45. Okay, Christmas. I decided to cross out Christmas at the last minute. We're going to start contributing to Christmas after vacation. So vacation, we're going to be taking vacation in October. So I have until the end of September to save for these things. I want to really have it saved by the end of August, just to kind of give me some peace of mind. So I have $14.99 in there. The goal is $5,000. So for this quarter, I just want to contribute $820, which means $85 approximately per payday. Oh, per payday. So in this quarter, there's 10 paydays. So we'll have more than our goal, which is great for vacation. Family fun, $25, not much. We keep that in the always fun. And then for the new car. So I mentioned this in my goal video. Take a look at that if you want some more information. I'm going to use the $100 fund to do that. And I will explain to you guys when we start doing that what exactly my plan is and how to use that 100 envelope for the new car. That's very low priority. That's why it's the bottom of the list. My highest priorities are these 4 that are stars. They have a particular goal I need to reach by a particular date. Senior year and graduation, I have to be done by the end of the year. Auto emergency, I want to be done by the end of this quarter, which ends on May 4th. And then vacation, I wanted to have $820 by the end of this quarter, which it should have $850 actually, which is great. So this is kind of how I wrote out what I needed for each. Again, take a look at that goal video. You'll see what the goals are, why, and how I intend to get to each of them. This is just how I kind of wrote out how many paydays there was. There's 28 left between the last 2 that I have in December and the end of 2025. So then the last thing I wrote down is the breakdown of the months that are in my quarter or era. My plan here for any rollover that I have. Okay, so today is the day before payday. It's the end of my pay period. So I still have money left in my bank account. That's called rollover. So that usually gets just saved, or I keep it in my wallet for the next paycheck. So I did have some money left. I'm not doing tracking for this month. I'm just not. I have too many things to do this month and too many things to prepare for 2025. Too much filming. I'm not tracking this month, so I won't be doing a closeout for December. But I do plan on keeping my rollover, of course. So I did have some rollover this time that went to a new buffer account that I have. And I had some money left in gas and grocery. So I think those all got contributed to the buffer. All right, so, and then this is my break month, April 7th through May 4th. That's really just a break from my personal goals. And also, I will get each paycheck for that month 50% more in my cash wallet envelope. So a little bit more, which I'm in the break month now for December. So that's been nice to have a little bit more money to just play with. And then no tracking or closeout on that month, prep for the next quarter, and no wallet categories. That's kind of flexible. And then right here, I just kind of have a breakdown of what I intend to get every pay period. Average payday is $16.50. I've been getting more this month in December because of all the overtime I did in the month of November. I did a lot for another location at my job, but unfortunately there hasn't been much more available this month. But I'm very happy for the couple paychecks that I had that are great. So that's it for the cheat sheet. Again, if you want to see how to make your own cheat sheet and how I came up with these numbers, it did take me a while to figure out what I wanted to change and what my goals were. But once you figure out what your goals are, it's pretty easy to make one of these. Again, you can check out that video. Rollover, go back to that because I kind of skipped over that. Half of it, when I have rollover, is going to go to the month ahead. This is my plan. It's not always going to be that way. And I want half to go to vacation. Kind of actually think I want half to be rolled over. If you saw, I did the $1 challenge and I had some money left. So I had money left. I got my daughter a Kindle, which I'm waiting for that to come. And then I got myself a phone case, which hasn't come yet. Her Kindle I actually found on, it's called unclaimedbaggage.com. So I actually got the Kindle for like $20 cheaper than it would have been if I got it from Amazon. So I was happy about that. And then so I was able to get one other thing for myself. My phone case was only 20 bucks, but I got another cash wallet. Yes, it's not a need, but I know it's not a need. See, I know it's not a need. And the $1 challenge was for me to have fun with, so I got myself another cash wallet. My idea with this is I really like having the cash wallet, the envelopes, better than a regular wallet. I just do, it's easier to flip through. Carrying a binder around with these in it was a little bit ridiculous because I pulled this out and my friend was like, that's literally a binder. What are you doing? So I decided, okay, I'm gonna get me a wallet. I do already have a pink version of this that I'm gonna keep for spring and summer. And I think for winter, this is more appropriate for winter and fall because I do like to change things. But if I know the method works, I'm gonna keep the method. So that's what I got for myself. And I already, of course, had these little placeholders. These are Soul Mama placeholders that I got from Amazon. The stickers I already had for some changes that I made in my binder. So I've already put in the new categories here. The category that I want to show you that's new is this. So debit. I couldn't think of another, I didn't have another sticker that would be more appropriate for this, but this is kind of going to be like my cash buffer. The purpose and the sole purpose is this is not going to be for more money to spend. That's going to be, let's say I'm out and about and I see something that I need for the house. I don't have my home envelope with me, and I don't want to start using cards and then having to go back to the bank, put it back on the card, blah, blah, blah. If I have the cash here at home in one of these binders, I'm just going to use whatever cash I have in here, write down what I spent, come back home and refill it with whatever category I used, if that makes sense. So if I'm out and about, I see something from Home Decor that was $50, I'll take the $50 from here, pay for it in cash. That way I don't have to pay any of these stupid fees that they have everywhere now. And then I'll come back home, take the $50 out of my cash envelope and put it back in here. That's the plan with this. I've already put some money in here because I said I had rollover, right? So I had some money left in my personal envelope that I didn't spend. So I'm starting that here, 20, 40, 60, 75. So I started this envelope here with $75. And then I still have some, I think. Yep, and personal still has some. It has 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Personal has 24. So actually what I'm probably going to do is put that, I'm going to put that in the buffer envelope too. So I'll just need one more dollar, which I don't have with me right now. So when I get paid, I'll put one more dollar in there. We have a $100 buffer in the bill account, and we have a $100 buffer in the main account. So everywhere has a cushion of money in case things just don't go as planned. And then I have other news that I'll show you when I do my pre-payday prep. So I appreciate you watching my 2025 cheat sheet and breakdown. That way, when you see me do my bi-weekly budgets, you'll know exactly what I mean when I'm writing it out and where everything is going to go and why it's going to go there, right? So that was the only reason for that. But that is it for me today. I really appreciate it. I want you to always remember it is about progression. Don't forget to subscribe and like and not perfection. Thanks for watching and happy saving. Bye.